I'm super excited to be doing a Powersheets unboxing. I actually have a bunch of stuff from Powersheets, and I'm sure you've heard me whine before how I've never had Powersheets because I keep missing the sales. I don't know if I'm like traveling or I'm asleep at the wheel or it went to my spam. I don't know what happens, but every time they go on sale, I miss the sale, and by the time I find out about the sale and go to the shop page, they're sold out. So I'm super psyched because I got an entire bundle and some extras, so we're going to check all of those out today. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Pretty Fabulous, and I help online businesses create beautiful digital downloads using Adobe InDesign. So if this sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I do unboxings like today on Saturday. So first of all, huge shout out to Ashley at Cultivate What Matters. She's in charge of customer service, and she helped me a ton with my order, made sure that I got it, and obviously did a wonderful and happy and positive job every time I messaged her, and I messaged her a lot, and she was super friendly. So A+ to Ashley. I'm so glad she's there. Now, if you purchased a Powersheets, it came in one of these boxes. I actually purchased a bunch of other stuff, so this came with inside another UPS box. But these are beautiful, and these did get mailed out to you, and I will do an unboxing showing you exactly what this box looks like. I purchased the bundle, which altogether came with the it gave you 20% off, and it came with the 2019 planner. It came with the sticker book. It came with washi tape. It came with the Wildcard page pack, and it came with the pouch, and all of that together was only $89 because she was doing a sale. So that was super awesome. I also purchased for $22 both the weekly sticker notepad as well as the 2019 calendar. So let's check all of those out and see what they look like. Super cute. It came in a bigger box, so my package didn't have any labels or tracking on it, and it says the contents of this box will help you cultivate what matters. It says "Oh Happy Day," and they have their logo again and company name. Go get them. They have their URL, and they have their hashtag Powersheets, and over here is just a code. So let's go ahead and open it up. Now, inside of here, you can see at the top of the box, it does say, you know, all those things you've always wanted to do, you should go do them, which is pretty much her tagline, I believe, for Powersheets. And I got the pens, which I am not really a big felt pen person, but these colors were super cute, and I wanted to get the whole bundle, so I figured, why not? Here's her goal-getting sticker book. And this is different because it opens at the top, and the one that I have from before opened on the side like a book. So that's interesting. This might be easier or harder, I'm not really sure. But it does look like you can just kind of tear these out, so that's kind of nice. These all come out individually in case you just had certain sticker sheets that you wanted to save and other ones that maybe you didn't want to use or you wanted to carry certain ones around with you. And she does have some nice gold foil ones in there. And what I always like too is she does have a page at the beginning where here it's just dots. So you could do your color coding system and not worry about running out of any dots. And she has a little elastic band, you can see, that goes right around the bottom. And over here we have tending tape, which is really your washi tape, 3 rolls of washi style tape. So let's see what we got. The first one is just a multicolored one with some of her brand colors, the pink, purple, or not purple, I guess that's a hot pink and a orange coral yellow. And then over here, choose what matters, little by little, progress not perfection, choose what, so it just repeats. And can I open it? See. Yeah, it comes off pretty easily. So this is your tape, and let's see, can we just tear it? We can just tear it, so that's cute. And it has gold foiling on it, I don't know if you can see that. And then over here, we have a perpetual calendar. So these are the Wildcard page packs that it advertised that it comes with. I think these are all the same. I could be wrong, but I think they're all the same. So you can just throw them in there, and you can just tape them, I believe, with just either double-sided tape or some other kind of glue. Oh no, I'm wrong. So these are different. Perpetual calendar, and Undated. This is great in case you make mistakes, which I do all the time. Or actually, that's not true. There is, so you know, Powersheets, there is no calendar inside of Powersheets at all. I think that surprises everyone. It's a planner without actually any planning pages in there. So, so we get a bunch of these pages, and then we get a financial check-in. We get 2 of them, 3, and then organization and decluttering. We get 2 of those. We get relationship tending, we get reading list, self-care, and that's it. So those are your wildcard pages. All right, so I don't think this was actually included in there. It's just the weekly notepad, and I ordered that extra, so that must have just came in here. Here is our 2019 Powersheets. Now I did get this, and I got the Undated, so I'll show you both so you can see the difference. And she did a great job with packaging to make sure that nothing gets damaged. You have bubble wrap here, and the other one, it was the same thing. It came with another sheet of plastic wrap to go on top of it. And that means that your coil stays nicely intact, and so does all of your beautiful gold foiling. Notice between the dated and the undated is that they're the same size, except the dated one is much thicker than the undated, and that's because the dated one has seasons in that, and I'll show you that in a second. So let's go through the dated one first. Now this is the multicolor cover. There were 4 other covers. It still has that beautiful gold foiling no matter which cover that you chose, and there is a protective cardstock piece in here. And then over here we have our word of the year, some nice gold foiling. You could fill that out and just kind of prop it up at your desk. There's a cute postcard with that same saying on it. And honestly, I would just use this as a postcard too, even though it doesn't have postcard writing on here. And then we get right into our Powersheets. So over here, you're going to get a nice little note from Laura, and then she's going to tell you how to get started on your Powersheets so you kind of know what to do. And the first step is just to write your name. Now this is different, I believe, from years past. I don't know, I didn't have one, but they did say that the stickers were put up here in front. Now I did have that separate sticker book, so this is, and that is not it. This is in addition to the sticker book that I received because I just like getting lots of stickers. So if you like stickers, I think these are kind of her best of stickers, either the prettiest ones probably, but if you want to do that color coding, you really need the sticker book. So you have this section here in the beginning. Let me just give you an overview. And then you have a goals section, and then we get to a rinse and repeat sort of system with the months and the seasons. So over here she has 2019 ideas. So it's like a brainstorming page. And this is like that book, I don't know if you guys remember the About Me book, where you could just kind of answer a lot of questions about yourself. And that's kind of what this goes through. Then we have Break Your Identity Box, Who I Really Am. You can rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 for these 4 different areas: health, friends, spouse, family, finances, spiritual, work, recreation. Then we talk about letting go, always a good thing to cleanse the year before. Meet your fears, good things, challenges, lessons I learned in the wait, people I'm grateful for. I'm saying no to, I'm saying yes to. And she does repeat this theme over and over, you know, not to compare yourself to other people. And I think that's always a great reminder. Nice little just gold foil quote over here, what fires you up, the big picture, and then a choose a word and cultivate what matters. And my most purposeful year is kind of a Mad Libs for you to kind of fill in things that are going to be important to you for the year. And then we jump right into goals. Now she has this thing called threads, and threads are, I believe, something that are just common to, if you pay attention to what you talk about, what you write about, what you surf about on the internet, you know, these things are, she's trying to say, are things that you should make into goals because they're obviously important to you. They keep coming up as recurring events. And so over here, she's talking about turn your threads into goal ideas. then simplify these down, and she does give you space for 8 goals over here, and then she talks about how to create an action plan for each of these goals. And this is a rinse and repeat where you do the big picture, your why, the positive effect of it, how will I feel, how will I celebrate, rewarding yourself, what does progress look like on this goal, and some starting steps. And then we jump into the same thing, rinse and repeat. So this goes through, I believe, for 10 goals. Yes, and then we jump into my 2019 goals, and over here you get a place to consolidate them all into one place, and then you have a yearly overview. And then we jump right into the months of the year. Now, like I said, the biggest surprise that you will probably find with Powersheets if you've never had them before is that there is no monthly planning. So there's no month at a glance, there's no weekly. This is really just about planning. So if you use a Google Calendar, which I do, this is perfect for that because you don't have to worry about duplicating any efforts. So for the month, it does a rinse and repeat sort of setup. What's stressing me out, fears I have, I'm hopeful that. And then on my calendar, important to-dos, I'm excited for, make what matters happen this month. And over here we have a top tending list. You can put your tending list over here, and this is where she does a lot of those. You'll see this is the colorful page where she has a lot of those goal progress trackers over here, and that's really what you're going to use some of these color coding systems, these dots for if you want. You don't have to, you can put your own system in there. We have monthly action items, weekly, and then daily, so you could track things daily. Now the type is pretty small, so I think, but you don't have to worry because her dots are pretty small. So I believe those dots, actually I lied, those dots probably won't fit there. You would actually want a marker, but your dots will fit over here in the weekly. Now this is what they call their wildcard page. So we could have used one of those wildcards that we got previously. I could put one in here. It could be a perpetual calendar. Anything you want could go, like it said, it's a wildcard. And if you run out of these, I believe you can just download these for free off her site. And then we have the month in review at the end. And over here, then we jump right into February, and it rinse and repeats for 3 months, just 3, and then we jump into what she calls spring. So each of these seasons has this pretty sort of design on it, and you get something different, I believe, for each season. So spring is clear the clutter checklist, and then the rest of it is the same. You get a goals refresh over here, and then we jump into April, May, June. And the tabs are different colors though. And then we jump into summer. So summer has a different color scheme, and it says have a fruitful summer. And then we jump back into those rinse and repeat seasonal pages, which is refresh and goal refresh. And then we have July, August, September. And then we jump right into the fall season. Again, different sort of color scheme, and it says savoring cultivates content and what I want to savor this season. And then we go back into goal refresh, and then we get October, November, December. Now at the end of the year, you do get and there's another protective sheet for you. At the end of the year, you do get a year sort of celebration sheet where you can highlight all of your achievements for the year. And in theory, by this time, you have your 2020 Powersheets. And then a final note from Laura and the quote again on the back. And that's it. So this is the dated one. So let's take a look over here at our undated one. Now, like I said, it's a bit thinner. It has more of a neutral color, but you get all the same pages in the beginning. You get your stickers. You get all of those same about you kind of questions. You get a goals section over here. She talks all about threads, and same thing. You get exactly the same thing as you did before, even your yearly overview. And then we get into the undated pages. Now, the other reason it's smaller too is you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. So did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 7 months. And that's it. So you don't have 12 months like you do in the others, but this assumes that it's undated. They're probably guessing you didn't start with January, and so you probably don't need 12 different tabs. But within each of these tabs, it's exactly the same. And again, you're missing the seasons, but it has Let It Go, Prepare Well, Make What Happens Matter this month. I don't know why I keep saying that wrong. Attending list. You get your Wildcard page, you get your monthly review, and again, it just sort of starts over again with a rinse and repeat. So over here, if you need to put your months on here, you can simply, I believe you can just write them on there yourself. That's right. There's no stickers here for you to put January, February, March. So you might want to just buy those on your own. Let me check the sticker book, see if there's any months inside of here. I don't see any months. So, but there are just tons of people that sell stickers just for this type of occasion where you have an undated planner. In case you're like me and you're like, I just can't write on these tiny tabs and it's so pretty, I don't want to ruin it. So the bundle came with this really great pouch, and I picked yellow because I just thought it was pretty and happy, but the first color to sell out was the teal, in case you're wondering what the most popular one was. And the pouch has this really great zipper. The lining, if you're wondering, it feels like a waterproof lining. Kind of like diapers, maybe. I know these aren't diapers, but that's what it reminds me of. Like I wouldn't worry about anything leaking through over here. And then it has this really cute elastic band so that you can put this actually onto your Powersheets book. So you can carry it around like this. And it will just sit there and be with your Powersheets so they can never be separated. So the only other thing I didn't unbox was the 2019 wall calendar, and that's because I'm actually moving, so we won't be in this apartment anymore. I won't have this problem with the mirrors where I have to keep putting all of this paper up. So I didn't want to take it out of its plastic and ruin it because I am going to hang it up when I get to my new place. But you can see all of the different cool patterns that they have here on the back for each day of the month, and I just like that they're pretty and colorful and bright and cheery, and that's what I would like to have on my office wall. So that will be going up in the new office. I will do an office tour when I move and get everything set up. But back to Powersheets, let me know what you thought, and if this is something that you were interested in. I honestly don't know why you wouldn't be interested in it. The most important thing to remember though is that Powersheets do not have a planner in them. I know it's very confusing. There is no monthly layout. There's no weekly layout. That's not what Powersheets is there for. Powersheets is there for you to get focused and for you to write your goals down and for you to be asked a lot of great probing questions by Laura Casey to help get you on the right path towards positivity. So I love these. They just make you feel good, and who doesn't want to feel good? And plus, honestly, I used Google Calendars for time blocking a lot of the time. Even though I do still use planners, I pretty much default to that for appointments and for everything else. So this is the perfect combination for me to have this just kind of at my desk for me to look at on a monthly basis, as well as to use this in conjunction with Google Calendars or any other planner system that I have. So let me know in the comments below what you thought, if you have a Powersheets, and I will talk to you guys next week, or on Monday, because today's Saturday, or whenever you're watching this. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.